All right, and we're live with our guest, Sam Mallett.
What's up?
I'm Jake McCown, co-host of This Degenerate Life. Sam, thanks for coming on in this time, this pandemic, this scary time for everybody.
Yeah, I'm glad I could put you both at risk.
Same, back to you. We know your people created this.
My people?
Yeah, your people.
What's my people?
People from poor communities.
People from not Chico.
Yeah, people from Biggs.
I'm not from...
Everybody give it up for Sam Mallett from Biggs.
Yeah. Mitch Mallett.
Yeah, Mitch Mallett was one of my favorite fuck-ups of your name of all time.
That made me so upset.
I know, that was a tough one.
How have you been keeping busy last few weeks?
Working video games.
What do you do for work?
I work as a machine operator at Lumberg Family Farms. It's a rice company.
Machine operator at a rice company. That sounds essential.
No, I work in the snacks department because I work in rice cakes. So we're making those puck rice cakes. I don't think those are essential at all. Bulk rice is essential, not bullshit puck cakes that only old people buy.
I'm working at Starbucks inside of a Safeway, okay? You want to tell me about essential workers?
You need to be there to fuel people who are about to fight over resources.
Anybody that comes there and gets coffee and puts me at risk is a huge asshole.
I would be that huge asshole.
I've been that huge asshole. I saw you at work the other day. Yesterday.
I mean, so many people are coming through Starbucks. We're in Chico. We're not really in the hot spot of coronavirus.
Yeah, well, it's the first time I've been in Chico, and I just happened to be at Safeway.
You know, a cop came through. It happens pretty frequently. I mean, who would have guessed a cop would come through and get coffee?
Yeah.
I fucked his order up hella bad, though.
Good.
I felt like he was, like, looking at me.
Is this motherfucker fucking with me?
Yeah, he's like, is he high?
Is he doing this because I'm a cop?
They do that shit.
Do they do that shit?
Yeah, dude. I went into a police station once looking for a lost purse because I was with a lady friend, and the dude behind the counter was mean mugging me. I'm like, dude, I'm here to pick up a purse, and I'm just standing here, and you're mean mugging me. Like, It was like something looking at prey. Like I was really convenient to arrest because I was already there.
You should have said like that. I'm looking for a purse, sir. Have you seen it?
It wasn't mine, but yeah, you're right.
He's like, we have an attempted theft of purse.
He immediately would have not recognized me as a threat.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at me for 2 seconds, you can recognize I'm not a threat.
We have a beta.
Dillon, don't you dare.
He gets on the loud intercom. There's a man up here looking for his purse. Looking for his purse. There's a man up here. I repeat.
There was a woman at the counter. She was talking to the person behind the counter at the police station. I was just in the back. I was just looking around, and a dude was mean mugging. So I wasn't asking for the purse.
Do you think the police asked her questions like, is he okay?
Do you feel safe?
Do you need help?
Did you tell him, like, were you like, that's not my heroin? And
See, I had my fist balled, and I was just hitting my own hand, and I was going, fuck this. I was acting like that, you know. I don't know why they were trying to look at me like that.
Probably because you were being aggressive like you are
Yeah,
right
I
now.
pulled out a needle, started flicking it, and just being like, I didn't have a belt, so I was like, you guys got any string or wire? Like, nah, they didn't have any.
you're like flicking the syringe like it's a baton up in the air.
Right into the vein, just pop. That's like some Tom and Jerry shit.
I don't think they would arrest you. I think they'd be like, oh shit, no.
Just clapping.
Yeah. Yeah, where I grew up, man, in Florida, dude, the cops don't fuck around. They love arresting college kids. When I went to like college parties, they would show up and like start high-fiving each other when there's like underage people.
Cops are assholes, dude. They always want to make things worse for you. I remember one time, the first time I got arrested and like actually went to jail, I was drinking at a quinceañera, and they were just like passing out beer because you know how Mexican parties are.
Oh, yeah.
They were just like, cerveza? And I was like, yeah. So I had like, I had a bunch of beers, just taking full advantage.
Okay, bro. We got it. You're cool. Multicultural and shit. Like, bro, I was at a differently cultured event.
Wait, Dillon, did you drink when you were 16?
Not really.
Did you get drunk? Like, nah, dude. 6 beers didn't faze me.
But security started asking me questions.
Security.
It was a huge party.
This wasn't like a Mexican. Oh, it was the fairgrounds.
It was a fairgrounds.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I said something that they didn't like. I think I called them like mall cops or like rent-a-cops.
This makes way more sense being like in a public area, because I thought you were just in some backyard passing beers back. But no, yeah, this makes sense that like you got in trouble.
They called the cops and highway patrol showed up.
Where you're like, this ain't the highway, bitch.
Yeah, the security dude.
You're out of your jurisdiction.
The cop was so mad. He's like, you're looking at 200 pounds of pissed off police officer. He asked if I drove there, and he was like, man, I sure wish you did. Because then they could like they could tow my car and shit, or like probably give me a DUI just for like
having keys in your pocket.
What a dick.
Is that a law? Can you get a DUI just for having keys in your pocket?
If you incriminate yourself, then yes, you can get arrested for that.
You can get a DUI for just sitting in a car, not even having keys, but like sitting in a driver's
I know
seat.
that.
That's crazy to
Sleep
me.
in the back.
It's so stupid.
Sir, I locked my keys in my trunk.
Like, I've definitely pulled over because I've been too drunk and
Could
to
you
drive.
do that though? Because you can have a gun if you keep the ammo and the gun's separate. But if you throw your keys in the trunk and you're drunk as fuck,
I think that the cops can just take you to jail, and then you'll have to fight it.
If they don't charge you with anything, they can only keep you for a day.
Which is highly unlikely because DUIs are probably like a 99% conviction rate.
What's going on with yours?
I got the court date pushed back to June.
Because of virus?
Dude, the day that I was supposed to go to court, I got a really bad fever, so I had to call.
Bro, just keep doing that. Keep saying that. Please say that. Judge, me have a headache. I swear I'll go to jail next time.
I hate myself for this, but you only had Corona Light.
I think I'm going to fight it.
You should.
You should, man.
The thing is, if I fight it, it'll be 19 days in jail. Or if I just plead guilty, I'll get 4 days in jail.
Yeah, I would fight it.
4 days in jail compared to 19 days in jail.
You should do it while we're doing in quarantine, though.
I'm for sure going to get convicted.
You should definitely talk about the details of the court case on your pod.
It would be miraculous if I won.
You should represent yourself, though, too, and do some stand-up while you're doing it.
Definitely. Yeah, the courts like it when you talk about doing comedy.
Dude, you know what? I've watched a lot of movies. If you have, a southern drawl as a lawyer...
I do declare.
The jury respects you. Do I drink? Yes, I drink. Do we not love a beer from time to time?
I love a bear just like everybody here loves Jesus.
Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I am not guilty of drunk driving. I am a victim of alcoholism. And being where I shouldn't have been, which was at that train crossing when the police were there.
He shouldn't have pulled me over. He had no reason to.
Agreed.
Except for the fact that you were drinking and driving.
But he didn't know that I was drinking and driving until he had pulled me over. So the thing is...
So you're implying that you're driving perfectly as you're drinking from the bottle. That's a story I was told.
I blew a .09. That's barely above the legal limit.
Shouldn't have been a DUI. Really?
If it was my first DUI, they probably would have dropped it to a wet and reckless.
What was the reason they gave you for pulling you over?
Because I ran the railroad crossing. But the thing is, I really didn't, because it was like a yellow light situation. So him pulling me over was kind of...
You might have been going too fast. It's a 45 right there.
I wasn't going too fast.
He would have said it too, though.
He lied about how fast I was going.
Oh, did he lie?
Yeah, he tried to say that I was going 80 miles an hour. That's probably how fast he was fucking going to get through there.
Or was he behind you?
No, he was way behind me. I went through the train crossing, and I was like, cool, made it. It was kind of like a yellow light where I was like, whew, barely made it. And then 30 seconds later, all of a sudden, his ass comes blazing through there and pulls me over.
Okay, to me, it sounds like you sped up to get past a yellow light, as is people's...
I didn't. I had to slow down because I'm coming into that at 70 miles an hour.
What would have happened if all of a sudden you see the lights come on, and then boom, a train fucking carries off the police car? Would you start believing in God?
Definitely not.
Definitely still drinking and driving.
If I'm getting looked after this hard, I don't need to change anything.
Exactly, dude.
Keep that degenerate life going.
Speaking of degenerate life, have you been a heavy degenerate in your previous early years, Sam?
Yes, but only in very specific ways. With smoking, people definitely do disgusting shit. I've had bong water go way too deep into my throat. I never drank it, but it just kind of gargled it. Somebody overfilled this tiny little bong. That fucking sucked. Taking cigarette butts out of trays.
A refry.
Yeah. And finding ones with meat on them still and just smoking those.
That's a homeless move right there.
It is. I met a homeless dude whose name was Pirate, and he was actually missing an eyeball. If you bought him a whole pack, he would smoke one through his eye, and if you bought him a 6-pack, he would drink one through his eye.
Damn.
Yeah.
Where's Pirate at, dude? We want to get him on the podcast next.
He's a badass. He can tell you about making green grass sandwiches.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's where they bought bread, bought mustard, and...
Put grass on it?
Put grass on it, made some green
Did he throw
grass
up like my dog does?
Sandwiches. Yeah. Just a little bit more flavor, baby. You get that mustard. If you splurge, you can get that Dijon. Ooh. Get some honey green grass mustard sandwiches going
It tastes good coming up as it does going down.
Yeah. Your dog could probably still eat it after you shit it out.
Sam, I don't know if you knew this, but we have a segment where we ask our guests fan questions.
You mean the one you posted about that I saw? Yeah.
Guess what? We have a fan question.
Who is it from, Jake?
Who's it from, Jake?
It's from a fan, a very lovely, and a friend.
Oh.
Robin Engel. By the way, Robin, we really appreciate these questions. Thank you. I'm glad there's one person asking these fucking questions, or else I'd look like a complete asshole. I feel like it's like my mom like saving me. She's like saving me from being embarrassed.
Her commenting like that and being the only one to, it's the same thing as like when she's the only one that laughs at the open mic.
If it makes you feel like okay, maybe this is going okay.
I've definitely leaned on that before.
Yeah, oh, me too.
It's like Corey Finnegan in the back where he's like, whoa.
Ah.
And that's when you know you're like hit like peak bombing.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Rob, again, we really appreciate these questions because literally no one else is asking them. Okay, so Sam,
Yeah.
what makes you a better guest than Mitch Valentine? Robin wants to know.
The fact that I know how to do more than just rhyme. I feel that's sufficient enough for an answer.
Okay.
I read books. I think that has something to do with it. I feel myself a decent conversationalist. I don't know, bro.
No, we'll move on.
Yeah.
How good is your stamina and ability to bring it? Robin wants to know.
Bring what? I wonder
dude.
what. Jake, what does that mean?
If you were to fuck, how long could you go? And how good could you give it to her?
Her specifically. Is
Or-
that what you're asking? Is that the question?
I don't
is?
know. You
Let's
can
see.
interpret it.
Oh, definitely. If it's Robin, it's just gonna be instantaneous. There's not gonna be any action. It's gonna be very disappointing
A 2-pump.
for her. Insanely disappointing. To me, obviously, it's going to be existential bliss, complete otherworldly nirvana. Like I feel my body could leave my soul in that moment as a completed being, ready to ascend.
I think she would be down either way.
I feel that Robin would be happy to do that for somebody. That's why she's such a nice person.
Yeah, she's that type. She's like
Yeah.
a homie. That's like a fucking
Yeah, yeah.
like Knuckles, pound to it.
Exactly. She's not going to leave you hanging. That's what this is all about.
Yeah.
Cool.
There's a second part of this. Some of us have seen your Jufro. What's your second biggest body part? She's asking for a friend.
I don't know, man. Probably my head or my torso. I don't know. Body part? What's a body part? Does it have to be an appendage?
It's either your dick or it's not your dick.
Can I phone a friend?
And that has been fan mail on This Degenerate Life. Thanks for answering these questions by Robin Engel. And Robin, we look forward to your next week's questions. So I've been watching Vice News where in Australia they have people hunting house cats.
What you just said isn't correct. You said they're hunting house cats. That's not true.
Whatever, feral cats.
They're
But they're
hunting
like,
feral cats, but they are cats.
I've never been in a situation where a cat's pissed me off.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Okay.
but they're like loading up on like 4-wheelers.
Unless they start shitting in your yard and it smells like shit, then you got to do something to make sure they don't come in your area anymore. But like somebody else's dog barking all the time, that's when I start having evil thoughts.
Sure, but have you ever had a cat going to heat behind your window? You probably haven't, have you? Because you live in a nice neighborhood.
Because it's like,
Oh, dude,
or,
hearing
like
cats fuck is bad.
It's the worst. Like
It's
I
not
remember,
good.
I lived in the ghetto in apartments in Oroville, and there's cats like literally like fucking right behind my window. Like they wouldn't shut up, and when I went and like threw stuff at it, people in the upper like buildings were like clapping their hands and like yelling out the window and be like, yeah.
Fuck those cats, man.
I mean, that's what they're doing in Australia, and I think they have something. I think they're on
No,
something.
they're what they're doing is they're capping cats because cats are destroying the native species that only live in Australia. That's what's happening. Like they've had to make reservations in Australia that are fenced off so that cats can't get in there and kill everything.
well, that's what they did with dingoes. They had the dingo fence.
They still have dingoes, I think. Because dingoes will come into your house and steal your baby. They're like that.
Up next on the podcast, the dingo.
The dingo ate my. I can't. I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that. Is that racist?
A dingo
No.
ate my baby.
Yeah, I mean,
No, it's not
are you
racist.
sure? Okay.
You can't be racist to white people.
To dress like Steve Irwin, is that like blackface to Australians?
No, on Halloween it's
No,
not.
only if you do a kangaroo, that's blackface. To Australians.
The quickest
A
way to
burnt
piss
koala
people
would be
off.
worse.
Yeah, there you go.
The quickest way to piss people off is to fucking disrespect Steve Irwin.
Oh no, yeah, that's true.
I think he shouldn't have been fucking with the animals. And then the Australians start uprising.
I do have respect for Steve Irwin and what he did. I watched the show when I was a kid. I
Me
loved
too.
it.
I don't think he should have been fucking with stingrays though. I think that
Stingrays
was,
are not that hostile.
That was the
though.
least of his,
that was
like-
yeah,
yeah, but one pierced his heart though.
A bunch of times.
Yeah, it can happen just once.
Was it
A
one-
bunch
only
of
one?
times, like it was stabbing him.
I thought so.
No, it
Yeah,
just
like-
went.
You know what's crazy is there is footage of it somewhere that I don't think you can ever find it because I think they had it like concealed.
Like that picture of Ryan
on.
Dunn. That
Tell me you wouldn't want to come.
Oh, there's the
watch
picture of Ryan Dunn.
yeah, there's a picture of Ryan Dunn all burnt up.
This is Ryan Dunn. Welcome to Jackass.
Yeah. That's what
I'm
it
doing the-
said.
I'm doing
That
the-
was the caption.
I'm doing
Yeah.
burnt marshmallows. I'm doing the burnt marshmallow.
Welcome to Jackass.
How hardcore though would that have been if they had a dash cam?
Oh, dude, no.
Dude.
I just watched the Jackass movies not too long ago during quarantine. Still holds up. Especially when they fuck with people.
Yeah, when they fuck with people is really good.
The best.
Yeah.
I wasn't really into the gross shit they do, but
Yeah.
Some of the stuff was not that funny. Like
What?
Steve-O getting his butt pierced wasn't that funny to me.
Yeah.
It wasn't even that impressive.
That just made me feel uncomfortable. Like when he butt chugged, I thought that was funny.
No, that was
when he lit bottle rockets off his ass. That's funny.
I've done that.
the toy car in the ass was like
That was such
it
a good one.
wasn't.
It was like a saga.
I felt like something they had to do from the day one Jackass. I felt like
someone's gonna put something.
they
up
were
their butt.
bound to put something in their ass and go
Yeah,
get
yeah,
it looked
yeah.
at in an X-ray.
Yeah, that's so funny.
They show a lot of dick in the last Jackass, I noticed.
Like when they did the circle and then they like have it blocked out and all of a sudden the blocked out part
yeah,
like leaves and then it's just this weird dick in like fucking 120 frames a second.
Yeah, I remember that. Well, you guys got any good watching done during the quarantine? Like, what's some of the? Do you have any recommendations?
I don't have anything to recommend, man. Because all I've been doing to watch specifically, I don't have anything. I do want to say I've been excited to see. I watched episode 1 of the Midnight Gospel, and that was really good. I've been excited to watch that because I'm a fan. A, of Adventure Time, and B, of Duncan Trussell.
You know what? I have not heard that. I know Duncan Trussell, of course. But
Yeah.
I don't know the. What was it? So what did he do on it?
The Midnight Gospel, it's a weird setup. It's a really weird setup because from what I can tell, it's Duncan Trussell interviewing somebody about a subject, but it's animated over to have this crazy effect. Like the main character's name is Clancy. He has a malfunctioning universe generator. And so he goes to different universes and interviews different interesting people about subjects. And the first one was the President of the United States during a weird zombie apocalypse. And the president was voiced by Dr. Drew Pinsky. And they're just talking about weed and legalization and drugs, the effects on the body, and philosophy having to do with like stuff around that. Yeah, it was cool. It was interesting, to say the very least. I appreciated it, and I'm excited to watch more of it.
Cool recommendation. I'll try to check that out. Speaking of Jackass, Johnny Knoxville did a documentary about the wild and wonderful whites of West Virginia.
Is that a Ku Klux Klan?
No, I mean, it sounds like it, right?
Yeah.
But it's not. It's like his family, the white family.
His name also sounds like the prodigy to be like the leader of the Klan. Johnny Knoxville.
Definitely not his real name.
What celebrity sounds like they're in the Klan?
David Duke.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah.
He sounds
that
like he
kinda-
would be the head of the Klan.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was in the Klan, they had names like that. Anyways, the wild and wonderful whites of West Virginia.
It makes sense you're bringing this show up, but continue.
We should have named our podcast
The wonderful whites.
No.
Behind the Hood.
Under the hood. Under the hood, people like car fanatics would have tuned in, and we're just talking about.
Now Robin's just going to ask what's under the hood, or do you even have a hood?
How fucked
I
up
ate-
would that have been, dude?
Listen to Mitch's podcast for that answer.
Great.
I'm
I'm definitely not listening to it.
Okay, well, you're gonna miss out.
No, I'll watch it.
Okay.
I'm a fan of you guys.
So, anyways, about this family, dude, I'm telling you, the most white trash motherfuckers you've ever seen in your life. If you ever wondered like how white trash lives, you just watch this documentary that I don't know why it ever got made, but it's pretty amazing. Like they fight each other. The claim to fame from the family is like this: the grandpa was like a famous tap shoe dancer.
And they have like generational self-importance because of it.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
yeah, no, it's you gotta check
That's
it out.
great.
It's hard to explain.
It is really, really white to like to feel good about accomplishments that have nothing to do with you.
Yes.
It so is. Like you just get this grandiose, like, man, I am a part of something. I'm a part of something bigger and better. And I'm good because of it. Like, no, dude, you're just a person. You still have to contribute your amount, you know.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, let me tell you guys about this this sext. This is a true story that happened today from my mother.
Okay.
Okay. So let me tell you how you guys would react. All right. So
I mean, you're skipping a lot
how am I
with this story, but continue.
Okay. So this is from my mother. So I'm in a group text with my mom, my dad, and my girlfriend. Right.
Oh, so is she inviting you both or just you?
I'll get to it.
Okay.
So my dad takes a picture of a grill, right, and it's smoking, and he talks about the food he's having. I was like, "What was it?" And he tells me, and then my mom, after he tells me what it is, she chimes in with unzipped and all leaning back in a chair. And then the next text is, "Sorry, wrong person." I was like, Jesus fucking Christ is what I said. And then she goes, "I was referring to the fact that my stomach was full and I need to loosen up my pants because of how full I ate, how much food I ate.
Great save, Mom.
Yeah, that's how everybody would have worded it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that makes sense, Mom. And,
Yeah, you didn't even need to explain.
yeah, instead of just calling your mom out for being a freak.
Yeah. Well, she's like, I'll try not to. She got mad at me,
Like,
too.
like
for
on
being,
your podcast, calling her out for being a freak.
She got mad at me, too. She's like,
She's going to get mad at
I'll
you
try
for
and
what
not
you're
offend
doing
you
right
again.
now.
That's what she said.
You're
She's
like, I know.
how am I supposed to react, even if that was like truth, like what she was trying to say? Like, oh yeah,
how are
I
you
ate too
supposed to-
much. You know, I had to loosen my
Yeah,
buttons.
you're supposed to just like believe what she's going to tell you. That's just how you're supposed to react.
When she says sorry, wrong person, that's when you're like, oh fuck, who the fuck are you supposed to send that to then? Who are you trying to send that to?
I don't know. Frank.
I mean, how many other food group texts are you in?
I saw the Studio Inn posted some shit on Facebook today about looking forward to reopening. Hopefully they'll be back. They're going to be the first ones in Chico.
Do they have a date, or was it just like, we're looking
No,
forward to it?
nobody has a date. I think they'll open as soon as possible, though.
Yeah, they will, because it's
A bunch of bars will.
Yeah,
I hope the studio does.
Yeah, it's
Dude, I'm ready.
that crowd is not going to give a fuck.
They posted that they had trimmed their bushes, which was kind of funny. But they said they had done some renovations inside. So
Ooh.
maybe they got rid of the island. That would help.
What if they just added another island?
What if they just threw out the stage equipment?
Damn.
You'll never guess the renovations we made.
We've removed the comedy night.
The regulars would cheer.
100%.
They'd be real happy.
Some comics would be happy.
Yeah, Curtis, right? Did he retire? Did Curtis retire?
You can't retire. You'd quit.
You didn't have a savings about it.
So speaking of Curtis, I'll say this.
Yeah.
I was looking through videos on my computer, and I came across one of Curtis at the Cellar in Sud, which actually closed down before it was regular to close down because, you know, it was just overpriced. And
No. There's a specific reason it closed down. There's a case that happened there.
oh, was there?
Yeah, some dude got punched out at the bar, and then they didn't call the cops about it, and so he was suing.
Oh, that's
Cellar and
fucked up.
Suds. But no, it goes deeper than that, bro, because Cellar and Suds was selling liquor, and they weren't supposed to. They were only flagged to have beer and wine. The lawyer looked in them like you guys are fucking up.
But the video was of Curtis at that mic, and he's just bombing the whole time. And at the end of it, he goes, well, you know, I just bombed, so I think I'm gonna get off stage. And then he just leaves, vacates, and Randy's like nowhere to be found. So there's like a minute where it gets louder and louder and louder, and then Randy gets up, grabs the mic, and goes, one more time for Ginger Daniels, everybody. On the weirdest night of the year, what's wrong with... And he starts blaming the audience.
Yeah, of course.
I remember that night. You guys know Buddy Raming?
Yeah.
He went up that night, and he did well. And he's like, he's like, man, y'all motherfuckers ain't weird. You all cool. And then he just did hella good, and he made us all look bad.
Yeah, he did.
Perfect.
Yo, the other club must suck, huh?
That dude's in a movie on Netflix.
What movie?
I don't remember. I have to look at his Instagram.
Look at his IMDb. He probably has one.
Your buddy Dent.
That mic was real fun when I first started going to it.
Yeah, that mic was dope, dude. You know what? It's because that city's dope.
No.
Yeah, it is.
Yuba
comedy?
City?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it is.
No.
For comedy?
It has been really good. Like the past couple times we went, I'll give you that. It can be good. There's nothing established.
I've done a
right
bunch
now.
of shows down there.
There's just not like an established thing there. Like there's
There is.
There's
though.
that monthly shit.
I was doing the show at the 7 Mile House, and that show was going hella good. And we were supposed to have one a couple weekends ago, but it got canceled. Obviously,
The Rona,
yeah, the coronavirus.
Yeah,
it cancels everything. But those guys were hanging in there, dude. All the conservative people are like, fucking, we're not canceling shit.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
Like my co-host over here, who doesn't believe in the coronavirus, and I'm somewhere in the middle, just kind of frustrated that all my shit's canceled.
No, it's not that I don't believe it. I just don't care about the people that have died so far.
You're right.
No, I don't know. I think they overdo it. They've overdone it.
And there's no worry about the coronavirus where we are in Butte County right now.
Yeah, but there's an argument about like since we are low risk, we could really keep numbers low and make sure outbreak doesn't happen as long as we, be smart, wash our hands, maybe distance ourselves a little bit until this is all over. I'm not suggesting anything crazy like never, ever, ever leave your house.
Have you guys supported any local business?
Yeah, definitely. Mexican place in my hometown.
I ordered Gnarly Deli today, and it came, it was supposed to come before like 2, and it came at like 2:30 when I was like at fucking work.
Shout out Nick and Eve.
But they sent me a message, and it said, Dear Big Dill, thank you for your order and showing Gnarly Deli your love. Cut your own shit in 3. Because you're a big boy.
That's the worst service you could imagine.
Wouldn't even cut my shit into 3.
Don't get me wrong. I love them as people and their sandwiches, but
No, it's like, hey guys,
come on.
just cut it into 3
Just cut
fucking
it a bit.
pieces.
You made the sandwich. You got knives right there. I know you.
They cut it into 2 pieces. Just cut it into 3.
Just cut it.
Just cut my shit into 3.
Okay, is it normal for them to cut it into 3, or do you ask specifically?
No, I just asked them to cut my shit into 3. I wanted to share with my grandparents.
So you supported a local business and then they basically shit on you, is what you're trying to say.
It was like the 2 mics for 3 people situation.
That was our last podcast.
This one's a lot more professionally made.
A lot better.
A lot
Sam, we pulled out all the stops for you.
With me being on kitty headphones, sitting in a camping chair.
You know, our first
A
guest
short
actually got...
camping chair.
Our last guest didn't even get headphones.
I mean, you could have warned me, and I could have brought my own, but you know, whatever. I have better ones.
I'm sorry that we're not good enough for you.
No. It's fine. It's just...
I mean, all you've done is
You know.
complain.
Absolutely not. I just wish you would have told me ahead of time. Like, you could be like, hey, you know, if you got your own headphones, go ahead and bring them, man.
Man, your fucking mom.
All I'm asking is that you be thoughtful
I mean,
and
you know
communicate
you know what's going
with
on.
your friends and the people who care about you and only want the best for you, but you can't seem to do that.
Who said we're friends?
Okay.
Is that hurtful?
Yeah, it was very hurtful.
All right.
No, you're right. Jake, what's your take on our current loss of friendship right now?
I feel like I should leave the room.
Yeah, you probably should.
Things are about to get intense.
It's supposed to be a hostile takeover of the podcast.
Where's the whiskey, bro?
Right behind him, wild turkey.
You want me to give you the bird?
Yeah, give me the bird, bro.
So also, speaking of Vice, I saw a Vice article about band that's nothing but people with full Down syndrome.
What are they called?
What do you think they should be called?
A System of the Down.
Yeah, fine.
They're called Happy Hugs.
Really?
No, they're called Delta 7. So it's like the number 7 and then even 7 even. Anyways, I want to know is who decided to form that band? Like who's like the
The
producer?
The producer or the leader?
The producer is like someone's dad, right? It's like you saw him banging
Oh,
on a trash
definitely,
can or like a
dude.
pan. And like, that boy's got talent.
They are 100% Down syndrome. There's a lot of mental and physical disorders.
Sure.
Like,
I'd say at least 50% of them have Down syndrome.
they got the lumpy heads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like
The
I
very
saw one like
specific-
where like banging on the drums. Like here's the thing, they're definitely more talented than I'll ever be. You can't make fun of like Special Olympics or like this band because they'll smoke me in the Special Olympics.
Yeah, 'cause
And they'll
they
play
can
the
do
guitar
things you can't.
way better.
They put the time in to play instruments.
But I just want to know who's like, you know what? We've had Backstreet Boys. Have you ever thought about getting a boy band together full of people with Down syndrome?
Hopefully it's not formed like a boy band.
Do they get groupies too? Like
I think that's technically illegal.
What do you think the Sacramento comedians together group would have to say about that?
I don't know.
Say about what?
Of like, hey, I'm booking, or just like promote it there. Hey, got free tickets to my concert.
You mean being supportive
Yeah,
of
my band,
some artist?
System of the Down.
Yeah.
That's my Down syndrome band.
God damn it.
That is the best name. You're not gonna come up with a better name.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna change it a little bit. I'm just gonna steal that name straight up.
Wake up.
Can't stop eating makeup.
God, bro.
What if like I haven't heard one of their songs yet, but maybe you could like Google it. What if he has like the voice of an angel?
If there was such thing as like social trials, this we brought as like here's article number 86 for the case against Dillon Collins.
Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be like when they're weighing of throwing us out of like or not letting us to mics. They're like, yeah, you know, they talked about that.
At a certain point, though, if I just create enough content,
Where's your shot
then they
glass?
can't just narrow one thing down.
I'm not just gonna drink from the bottle. Do you think I'm an animal?
Thought you were a man.
That's right.
Okay, Jake. You can.
It's a beta move right there, Sam.
I'll let you feel cool.
You're like, where's the shot glass?
Yeah, because I don't want to drink from the bottle, bro.
I mean, it's actually pretty nice of you not to. Even though that thing's probably grosser than the bottle.
Yeah, 100%. I'm taking more of a risk to be, you know,
It's like it's a beaker. What kind of things has he been testing in that beaker?
probably his semen.
Yeah, he's probably like pouring different like Siemens together.
Boiling it, trying to get it to different consistency, see if he can
Oh,
get
come
it,
on.
get it more fluidic,
Give it a
so that
little
he can
taste.
shoot,
Don't act like
shoot it.
we haven't all tasted oranges.
I mean, not on purpose.
Not on purpose. You're right.
Yeah, it's more fun when it's an accident, isn't it?
Nah,
I love to ask the girl when I come in her mouth, how's it taste?
Here's the thing. It's never ever because of anything I choose to do, right? Because if it's only ever happened like with another person. What, like a girl's never kissed you after giving you a blowjob?
Oh yeah.
Would
Yeah,
you like
you-
saved a little something?
I hate that though, honestly. You like it?
I don't. It didn't.
'Cause then it's
It
like-
didn't phase me. It
It's-
don't happen a handful, like maybe 3 times ever, and I was just,
But
it's
then,
whatever.
like, if they have bad breath, you're like, oh,
I've never had bad breath. No, my jizz isn't dirty.
Gross.
same.
I think it's like a 6.5 on the grossness scale.
It's all relative.
Will you eat a girl's ass?
Yeah.
Sam?
Would I?
Yeah. Have you?
Have I? No. Would I? I haven't met the right ass yet.
That's a great answer. I feel like eating an ass is like grosser, but I would definitely do that I'd rather do that than making out with a girl after she sucked my dick.
Huh. So you enjoy the idea of poop rather than your own fluids.
Well, like,
there would be no poop.
yeah.
Does that mean you don't know that?
Yeah, you would assume
Make
that.
them-
I'm okay, but if you start eating ass, accidents are more likely to happen.
No,
You're opening the door for an opportunity for a girl maybe to get the Hershey squirts on you. If you have a bad diet, it might reflect in your relationship. I'm just saying it can happen. Are you going to interview every girl like you've never started right?
No.
Okay, so
You've never leaked a little bit?
the one time I've eaten ass, I was in the shower.
Mm,
So-
That's a good place to do it.
Right?
That is a good place to do it.
Yeah, it's the only time I've ever done it. One time.
Especially like you can clean it beforehand.
Yeah, well, I like scrubbed it, and then I was like, oh,
Scrubbed it.
well, I'm down here.
Do you
so.
have a specific ass brush?
It was like a fupa, where the fuck those things are
A
called?
fupa?
What are those things called? You know what I'm talking about,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
though. Yeah, the women know.
When you're a kid, you think it's like, is that coral?
Yeah,
what is that shit?
all our
Yeah.
women listeners.
Barnacle.
Yeah,
Let us
Robin.
know.
Robin's the only woman listener.
us
One
know.
of your tens of listeners.
What is a fupa?
A fupa
I mean, fupa-
is like that patch of
yeah.
fat that happens above,
It goes over
above the
it's-
vagina.
It's, like,
Oh.
it actually stands for something. I think it's like fat under pussy, something like that.
I don't think it's under.
Over.
Oh yeah, I know it's over, but like I think that has like a.
I
There's
think you're making shit up.
I mean, I could be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think you know what you're talking.
I've had a beer, dude. So
Oh my god.
forgive me.
Forgive me, Padre, for I've been dirty.
So okay, so if you were to form a Down syndrome boy band,
Did you know there's a comedy troupe of performers that all have Asperger's?
no, what's your group called?
Oh, you're so funny. Yeah, I saw this documentary about these guys. It wasn't my thing. You know, like, it weren't bad. They had a routine. It was just they were all kind of goofy. It was all low budget. There are groups of people who get together and they have, similarities. Certain similarities. Their heads might be lumpy, or they're slow, or they like capes a lot.
Right. Yeah, when I went to the Comedy Store, there's a guy that at the roast battle that had he loved talk. He did a whole stand-up bit about having Asperger's, and then he took off his shirt and he's real fat.
You're talking about Bert.
That sounds like a very original thing to do.
Was it Bert Kreischer, or you just no? Okay, I want to make that certain.
I watched Burt Kreischer's last special. Did you guys?
No, I didn't.
Better than I thought it would have.
Yeah, it was
Really?
better than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, it was. I'd give it maybe a high 7s, maybe even an 8.
Was it better than Tom Segura's? I saw his.
It was pretty similarly good. It was
It was
different.
pretty similarly good. I like Tom Segura just a little bit more than Bert, but Bert surprised
Yeah,
me.
I think that's a discredit to the Tom Segura special, but that comparison is a really nice thing if you're Burt Kreischer.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, but also that idea that you have because of that might lead to that's why it's better than you thought it was going to be.
But the Tom Segura one was better than I thought it was going to be because specials seem to always kind of get a little less exciting in my opinion.
The Tom Segura one, I believe, was about what I expected, but I had already pretty good expectations for it.
It didn't overdo it with the hacky shit that it
Yeah.
that it really had the potential to do because their podcast is so hacky.
Yeah, but they kept the references in there,
A couple.
Fa-
They kept them to
fa-
a
bro.
minimum and they're
High
pretty
and
tight.
Yeah,
They were pretty high and tight. Yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen their podcast, but I enjoyed it.
I watch it all the fucking time. I love
Still?
that shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that shit.
I love the intro. That's what we should do for our podcast.
Bro, have you seen have you seen the recent shit with the pig tits guy
No.
in the tit cups?
It's
Oh my
been
God.
it's been probably like a year since I watched
Oh,
their
dude,
podcast.
You gotta look up the pig with tits and the tit cups.
What podcast besides this Degenerate Life are you into these days?
I watched every episode of Germ's podcast that he's done.
Top notch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Top notch segments too.
top notch segments. Yeah,
Did you listen to
Really
his
good.
new one? I refuse to.
you refuse to.
Yeah. No, maybe I will.
You should.
I was gonna listen to your episode, but there was too much static. He should have invested in some professional equipment.
No,
like we
that's on
have.
my end for sure.
On our-
I need a better computer.
It's definitely on his end.
No,
It's his podcast.
Okay, bro. But no, I definitely have a history of my audio being fucked up at my place.
Very nice of you to try to take the blame, but
No, I know it.
Jeremy, if you're listening, Dylan's dogging
Yeah.
your setup.
Yeah.
dog
don't-
your podcast. Our setup is responsible for fucking the Kylo Ren rendition of my appearance on Germ's podcast,
Yeah.
where I just sound like an absolute maniac.
Yeah, dude, what was up with that? You sounded so dude. Oh, okay.
People say our
I'm
voices sound
Dylan.
very similar on the podcast.
People say that my voice sounds very soothing, like butter melting.
My voice apparently dries women's vaginas up.
Dude, mine gets them dripping.
Dripping.
I'm not even.
Drip daddy over
I
here.
cannot lie to you.
All right, shifting gears.
Okay, you're allowed.
Which women's did you make drip? Shifting back.
Shout out to Raven.
I was hoping he would say that on his own.
Thank you.
No, I know. Can we call up Raven right now and get her on the speaker?
There's better things to think about.
Oh, okay. Oh man.
I thought this was about degenerate shit.
So I do have a house. I have my girlfriend working on the lawn and myself. And dude, I swear to God.
You have your girlfriend work on the lawn?
Yeah, and she's 8 months pregnant. How about that?
Dude, you
Dude,
suck.
I like watch her while she's like in the sun.
Suck.
She's like raking.
You suck to the highest degree actually fathomable, dude. Holy shit.
Anyways, like people that like the people that used to catcall women will now like come up and like yell at you about. Used to. I still catcall women. But like the men that used to catcall women now come up and like start shouting out about your lawn. They'll come up and be like, "Oh fuck, that's a sexy lawn you got going now." So we ripped out our entire lawn, and they're like, "Oh damn, I've never seen anything like this before." I just like know like they used to catcall women, like they used to like yell at women about their ass, and now they're like yelling at me about my lawn.
Did this actually happen, or are you doing a bit?
No, it's true.
Okay.
I swear to God, like,
okay.
There's no bit. Hence the no laughter. I'm just telling you, like. Like old men that like used to shout at women, I feel like now shout at me about my lawn. That's what happens as you get older, apparently. Once your libido goes down.
Yeah, old people are fucked up, man.
It is a good looking lawn, though. I'll tell you that.
Okay, that your girlfriend took care of.
8 months pregnant too.
Yeah, 8 months pregnant while you're doing what, bro?
I was supervising 90-degree heat too. Let me throw that back in there.
Oh, you're delegating? That's such an important. You're paying yourself more too.
It makes sense to outsource that. You save money.
Exactly, yeah. And then I charge her rent, so.
No maternity leave either.
That's so funny because she's one of our only listeners too.
For sure. Yeah, I listen to it literally every episode.
I feel
with her.
so sorry for her.
Yeah, I mean, her family does too.
So does
There's a lot of people. Yeah, the audience.
That's so funny. Her family listens, dude. Shout out. What's up, her family?
The only listener that we have of her family is her sister, who's a.
Do you think we'll ever have your unborn child on the podcast?
No, we're definitely getting him on. He ain't gonna be no pussy. Sam, who should we have next guest on here?
Okay, so you've had so far just Mitch and me.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have Dawn, you could have Sydney.
No, they declined.
They actually declined.
Well,
you.
Dawn didn't decline. Dawn would never decline.
Is Phil too busy being a dad to?
Phil would be a good guest.
Yeah.
He's a total piece of shit, dude.
Oh, dude, Phil would be the perfect person to have on the Degenerate podcast.
He'd be texting the whole time though.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, you'd have to tell that motherfucker to put your phone down, like tell her not to worry. You're being recorded. Like you don't have to. She doesn't have to know where you are.
Sydney declined though, right?
Yeah, Sydney pretty much didn't want to fucking do it, dude. So
Because of the Rona, or
she was mad that we had Mitch on.
dude, is it real beef?
It started as real beef.
We should have gotten the beef with him and Gender. That's better beef.
Oh yeah, dude, we should.
Who cares
Next
about
time.
that beef?
We only talk about comedians on this podcast.
I just talked into the beer bottle like it was the microphone.
That's a
Yeah, you
great
fucking
indicator of how
idiot.
things are going.
So fucking stupid.
God, dude.
I try to talk about other things like,
Ideas.
System of a
concepts.
Down. That was me. The Wild Wonderful Whites. That was
Here's
Yeah,
one.
under the hood.
under the hood.
What is? How should I frame this? What is the most fucked up thing you've seen on the internet? You know that Netflix documentary, Don't Fuck with Cats?
Yeah.
Years and years ago. And both of these instances happened on 4chan, which are a fucking horrible place on the internet. I don't go there anymore. I only did that when I was
You look like you go to 4chan.
I used to.
You look
Well,
like you run 4chan.
Yeah, you
Fuck
do.
you, bro. I never fucked a whale. Years and years ago when I was like 19, 20, I saw this shit. And it was always...
You just got head from one.
Yeah,
Anyways,
right?
go ahead.
The first thing was I definitely saw a video from that guy from Don't Fuck with Cats because there were kittens placed in a bag and the air got sucked out of it, and it was fucking horrifying to see. I hated that, but I know that at the end of that guy got his, he got caught, right?
Yeah.
But I definitely saw like that guy posting that shit. That was weird in hindsight to see. The other worst thing I saw was a picture of a dude shitting on a baby.
That's on 4chan?
Yeah. Just scrolling down, and then you see that, and you're like, "What the fuck, dude?"
The
You just feel
one guy,
weird.
one jar. That's probably
Very famous, yeah.
That's probably one of the worst things.
Literally
just
never
because.
heard of it.
Oh, dude.
I mean,
so,
I can.
so a guy puts
inference,
a
right?
mason jar, or not? Let's not even shout out the company Mason.
Yeah. Puts a mason jar on the ground and tries to
upside
stick it up
down,
his ass,
and he gets it like most of the way, and then
halfway.
it shatters in his ass, and then he starts
like I've heard it.
and it starts dripping blood.
Yeah, and he starts reaching down like he's gonna pull shards out, but dude, you can see that shit close.
Yeah, he definitely goes to
he
the
has
hospital.
That's surgery. That's hardcore surgery.
Yeah, you're definitely not shoving another mason jar in your ass anytime
No,
soon.
dude. Some people just get weird ideas.
I mean,
Think about the training that went into that.
I know. You have to like. I don't know what you would start with. Grapes.
Maybe that candle
Grapes
over
might.
there.
Grapes might squish. Maybe dice.
Grapes, dude. What?
Something soft. Something that's like malleable. That's not going to just
Probably a
obliterate your
dildo.
butthole. You don't start with that. If you're really
If
trying
you're
to
going for a
age
jar,
yourself.
dude, a jar is so wide.
Yeah, but
You know how gaped you'd have to
baby
be?
steps. Everyone starts somewhere, man. Everybody starts somewhere.
You'd be a difficult boyfriend.
I don't know
wanna
how you
start
know
with-
that, but that's true.
I want to
That's
start with
100% true.
grapes. You'd be so feeble.
Dude, fuck you.
like the most fucked up is like the beheading videos. from
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you
Those
seen the
are
one
hardcore.
where the dude's face was blown out? Like he tried to shoot himself once already and just blew like the front half of his whole head off, and it was just like dripping meat in the front. You seen that?
It's possible.
That one's fucked up.
When I went to contracting training, the job I most recently did, most recently quit, they made us watch those videos way back in the day, 2011 and 12. They made us watch all of, like the Hostas videos.
Just
all
for
the-
fun.
Like I don't because like they're like this could happen to you, basically.
Did you think it would in the back of your head at all?
Man, I don't like that kind of shit. I don't like gore.
This makes you mad.
When it's people, if it's like animals and something that happens like in the wild, like a crocodile just jacking an impala, I appreciate that in a sense of like that's how nature works, and I respect it. Yeah, I love nature's metal. That's what I was talking about. I love that shit because that's just how the world works. That's how shit is, and you can't feel a certain way about it. Those are the facts of life, bro. Spotted dogs in Africa.
Nature's
will eat
metal
you.
doesn't give a fuck about your opinion.
No, you'll get eat ass first, bro.
How much of like murders do you think is just like in people? Like it's like just nature that they're killing people, right? Because it's always happened. I mean, we got like the ability to choose.
We have, I don't know, bro, because we have a social engagement. We're not just like leopards and tigers where we operate solo. We're social creatures, so we have the ability to come together instead of automatically hating each other. And not only that, we have the ability to reason and to self-analyze. So we could, in theory, overcome anything with conversation, but in practice that doesn't work. Like Gandhi wrote a letter to Hitler and it didn't stop anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we do have like these drawbacks from the beasts that we once were as apes. We still are apes, bro.
I mean, I still love flinging my poo.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I do it when I'm in the shower. I'll shit in my hand and try to like scoop it into the toilet.
Here's a question.
Is that true?
No.
After you take a shit and you're about to get in the shower, do you wipe?
Yeah.
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 Really? You
dude.
don't just like...
I'm not
A little bit. I don't go to town. I mean, I might go to town just to scratch my ass a little bit if it's been itching all day.
But you're about to get in the shower.
Yeah,
So?
but I don't want to bare ass.
I'll do a
I don't want
one
to bare.
wiper and then I'll get in
I
the
don't-
shower.
I'm not bare.
Yeah, you're not getting a mirror and looking at your butthole. I don't want any shit there.
What do you mean you're not?
You know what? I don't know if I've ever seen my own asshole.
Oh, I definitely have.
Have you?
Oh yeah, dude.
You like
when you got that
like-
tall mirror on the door of a bathroom, you're like, let's give it a look. And I love it, dude. If I was gay, I would not be. If a dude was would see me normally in clothes, she would be like, yeah. As soon as they see my butthole, they'd be like, fuck no. That shit does not look
Yeah,
good.
shout out to them. Like that's what they do all the
Well,
time.
they'd have their work cut out for them with a bunch of grapes.
I mean, unless they get like Polynesian guys, you know,
dude,
they're like hairless little cats,
Yeah, that's why they make great lady boys.
right? Like Thai.
Yeah.
Unless you're one of those Thai, like you're into Thai guys, like you're getting hairy butthole if you're gay, right?
Unless person shaves and they're decent,
Like
you
a
know.
decent human being.
Yeah, like dude, those gay dudes that are at the gym and shit, always looking good, and they're basically hairless and
Yeah.
shit. They definitely shave their buttholes. I don't.
So when you're having sex with a girl, have you ever noticed like toilet paper in her butthole? Has that ever happened to you?
Yeah,
I've seen hair.
yeah,
I've seen hair too.
yeah.
It's the worst. I don't like that.
No, the toilet paper is the worst.
I've had toilet paper.
The hair can like make you pause for half a second until you realize that
You just put your hand
this is
over
also no. This is also just a person, and that's a natural thing that happens. You can
Right.
get over it.
What you can do is reach down and grab one of the hairs.
Pluck it out. Yeah.
You can do that with the toilet paper too. Or like finish wiping it
Yeah, dude, that sucks. I hated that.
Oh, dude, it almost made me stop.
On the butt or the vagina? Both, dude.
It's like only happened like later in my life too. Like,
yeah. Well, how old are you?
I'm 32.
That sucks.
I mean, it's all right. It's all right with me.
Yeah, I'm sure you're living it.
Yeah, I'm living it.
You have to be. That's the problem.
Bro, you're like 3 years younger.
Yeah, I'm 29. I don't look 29, but I'm 29.
Yeah, I thought you were a 18-year-old like Dillon.
Dylan's what, 23?
Yeah, I'm 23, man. Show some respect.
Yeah.
My bad.
Or my grandparents.
I'm not a teenager anymore, okay? Shut up, Dad.
I'm an adult at my grandparents' house. Show some respect.
Keep those beers down. Keep those beers down. You guys have anything left to say? Whatever you want. We can keep going too.
That's fair. That's true.
Do you think comedy's gonna change?
Dude, we all sucked at comedy anyway.
Speak for yourself.
I'm okay.
Doesn't everybody suck their first year or two?
Year, 2,
Not
or 5.
everybody, but most people.
Most people, yeah.
Most people suck all the time.
It takes 10 years to be like really dialed in, though.
Yeah, like Taylor.
The comedian.
Taylor the Great.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Sam, did you ever do the Huckel Own Show?
Yeah.
With Taylor or Jared?
Just with Jared.
I did it with Taylor one
Taylor
time.
was there.
And I just, because I always would go to that show just because I have nothing better to do. Like, Chico Comedy was my life.
Yeah.
And Taylor was like, do you want to go up? And I was like, no. And then I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? I'm trying to do as many stand-up dates as I can. I was trying to do like 300 stand-up shows this year.
What are you at now?
59.
You're almost there.
I'd be lucky if I got to 60 at the end of the year. Zoom shows don't count.
No, they don't.
That's not stand-up.
Just standing in front of your mirror naked, reciting your set.
I wish I had a mirror to stand in.
Anyway, so you did it with Jared
Yeah.
and Taylor.
Oh, yeah. And just bombed hella bad, hella hard. Just went up there and ate a dick. Because it was hard not to, man. That room was just so fucking dead.
People were just smoking hookahs, being shitty.
Yeah, it's not a room meant
Just
for stand-up,
quiet.
for sure.
It's weird.
It could have worked. And maybe in the future it could. You know what? I have my mic stand there. I need to get that back. And I'll bet you that they don't even want to give it back.
I don't know what's with you and just leaving like your equipment places.
Well, it's because I was trying to help out the show, and I had mic stands that I wasn't using all the time, so I just left it there.
All right.
I didn't expect the world to shut down.
I don't think anybody expected this except for...
Illuminati.
Yeah, who do you think's in the Illuminati? Do you think Drake's in the Illuminati?
No.
Okay.
Beyonce, though. Beyonce,
Plausible.
Jay-Z.
I think Steve Irwin was in the old Illuminati, and there was a shift change, and that's why he died.
I think Steve Irwin was just a dumb Australian who got stung by a stingray.
I think you're an asshole.
Wow, you're racist against Australians. I never knew it.
Yeah. If you don't like Steve Irwin, you are racist against Australian people.
Fine.
Yeah.
What do you guys say about black people? Let's just go ahead and put it all out there.
Yeah, dude, what do you have to say?
I don't like him.
The truth comes out.
Why not? Why not, Dillon? It's gonna be a lot of editing. To do, huh?
I'm trying to find a good cut point.
Right after this, you're just going to have to like, Jordan Riggins.
Do you think we'll ever get Jordan Riggins on this podcast?
Eventually.
He's too big of a name, right?
Yeah.
I feel like
Well, he's one of the few people I could see getting on the podcast.
Yeah.
Because he'll break quarantine.
Yeah, he doesn't
He was just up in Chico a couple weekends ago for like no fucking reason at all.
I love Jordan.
Yeah, doing comedy homie. Then you came along.
Yeah.
And
He's here.
Now Sam's all jealous and shit.
I am not jealous. I'm not worried in the least.
Are you worried about Mitch stealing me?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not, bro. I'm more worried about myself getting mutated from 5G, which I know isn't real, than anybody stealing you from me. That sounded really
you'll never be able to quit me.
take you from me, my precious.
Yeah, Brokeback Mountain.
My Dillon.
Shout out Brokeback.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out Broke Dillon.
But yeah, my back does get a little sore from carrying this podcast.
Ooh, you think, bro? You thought. That's real cute of you. Things are easy when you're in a decent chair, bro.
Show some respect, man. You're our guest.
No, you show me some respect. I'm the guest.
You're welcome for having.
Piece of shit, bro. Awful hose.
Well,
there's no cantaloupe, no sandwich.
There
finger
should never
sandwiches.
be cantaloupe.
Yeah, where did that come from?
No fucking no.
You know,
No
let's get
snacks,
some
bro.
cottage cheese and some cantaloupe. And
Oh God, there's no cheese of any sort. God,
Fucking-
dude, you don't even have seltzer water ready
kidding
for
me?
me. That's...
I do have seltzer water in the refrigerator.
Oh, okay. You got some rich man's
Not for
water to
you.
offer me?
None for you.
Oh, fuck you, bro. Oh, you offer me tap water.
I use
though, won't
seltzer
you?
water to flush my toilet.
Nice. Yeah. That's
I
how
give you Dasani water.
Yeah. Right.
'Cause you're a piece of shit. I think that's been the podcast.
Thank you for the disrespect.
Do you have like a nickname? Sam the Hebrew Mallett.
I have a lot of nicknames, man.
Sam looks like he's gonna start a cult someday.
I might. I know I started a cult when I was in middle school. It had to revolve around a jelly donut that's going to descend from the heavens and lead us to the promised land.
That's when Sam peaked.
Yeah, you're probably right.
All right. Thanks for coming to the podcast, Sam Mallett.
Thank you guys for having me.
You're welcome.
I wonder how much this is going to get edited out.
A lot.
Hopefully a big bulk.
Like most of it.
Tune in next week.
Love you guys.